Hi guys, Martin and mcfcfantv, and welcome to the day after where City have gone and beat Real Madrid not once but twice. Still buzzing. What a way to start your weekend. And this time next week, we'll be building up to all the live action as City travel to Lisbon to take on Lyon in the last eight of the European Champions League. Excuse me. It's going to be good. What we're going to do today, we're going to do the play ratings from yesterday's game. So let's get into a few of your hellos and then we'll get going on the play ratings. So Sean Fogarty's on. Hi, mate. Hope you're good. CM City says hello, everyone. Ruby Toblondy is in. Hi, mate. Hope you're good. Luke is on. Afternoon, buddy. Uwe Rossler is in. Hi, Blues. J. Viva still buzzing. Great result to kick off the weekend. It is. I've just said that. It is absolutely amazing how what a way to start the weekend. What a way to start the weekend. Anyway, how's it going, Martin? I'm good, buddy. I'm really good. Family's been out doing a bit of gardening. We're out of our lockdown come Monday, back out in civilization on Tuesday, which will be good. Cannot wait for that. Andy's on. Hello, everyone. I'll be moderating, but nipping in and out. Don't worry, buddy, because I know you are busy. So I do apologize. There wasn't a lot of time, but I wanted to get on and do a little bit of a player ratings for you guys and talk about yesterday's game. Now I've had time to reflect. Also, we could talk a little bit about the news that's going on right now for Manchester City, what news is actually out there. But I'm over the moon with it. I really am. But what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to get up the player ratings that the MEN have got. And then I'll see if it matches any of you guys. Ivor's on. Says, I'm in the bath. Hello, everyone. Are you ever not naked, Ivor? Are you just walk around naked? Is that your sort of thing? Naked in the man shed. Yeah, Ruberto Blondie thinks you're hilarious. You know, right. So, what I want to do is, first of all, before we get into the play ratings, I want to talk a little bit about yesterday's game. Now, I've had time to reflect, and I've rewatched the game back. And I tell you what, that was an absolutely outstanding performance from City, and I'll tell you for why. It was a lot different than what we've ever done before. We played that so smartly. We were really compact. We pressed on Real Madrid. We didn't allow them any time on the ball whatsoever. And that was just outstanding for me. And I'll tell you what Pep Guardiola said as well, because this was Pep Guardiola has admitted he got his tactics wrong during the first half of Manchester City's win against Real Madrid. The Spaniard made 4 changes to the side that defeated Madrid 2-1 at the Bernabeu back in February, and Raheem Sterling replaced Riyad Mahrez on the right, with Foldem starting the game as the false 9 in place of Bernardo Silva. City's high press resulted in Sterling scoring the opener, but Madrid hit back through Karim Benzema to ensure the scores were level heading into half-time. Now, a second mistake, obviously, from Varane allowed Gabriel Jesus to score the winner after the interval to seal City's place into the last 8. Now, Guardiola did say, aimed to the press, the recently crowned champions high up the field, but believes he told his wide players to play too narrow during the first 45 minutes. And these are the exact quotes. We tried to do it, meaning the press. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In general, we did a good job, he told BT Sport. We could not expect after 30 minutes to be 4-0 up. The second half didn't have much, but we created a lot. The players made an incredible effort, all of them. The first half we played with our wingers more inside, not wider. I think that was a mistake from my end. We corrected in the second half and we were better. Guardiola expanded on his mistake during the post-match press conference, believing the position of his wingers meant they received the ball in the wrong areas. He added, in the first half, our wingers were more inside than outside, and it was not good. We had problems to attack. All of our wingers received the ball in the wrong body shape, and in the second half, we played our wingers wider, and it was better. It was a wrong decision in the first half to what I have done, and we will correct that going forward. So Pep openly admitted that he did make some mistakes. So I'm just move that a little bit. That he did make some mistakes. Now, regarding a top quality defender, and I've always talked about Rafael Varane as one of the world's best, and he had an absolute nightmare last night, a nightmare, and went on, and he's actually spoken out as well on this, saying he accepted full responsibility for his side's defeat by Manchester City. So he started alongside Edo Milito, as we know, which I thought was one thing I will say before I go on with this. I said to Chris and a couple of the people that Varane is one of the world's best centre-backs, and he's probably worth over 100 million. And everyone was laughing at me last night. Martin, you're off your rocker, what you're doing. But here's my point. You look at Laporte, he's an absolute world-class defender. But the problem is, he doesn't look the same when he hasn't got a top defender next to him. And so, same with Van Dijk. When Van Dijk had, I think it was Joe Gomez, I think it was next to him, or Matic, one of the two, and then he had Lovren next to him, he doesn't look as good. Because you're mopping up for the other defender, if you understand what I'm saying. That's my point with this, with Varane. Varane is still a brilliant defender. He's just mopping up because he's got Milito next to him. So, there we go with that one. Now, Varane did go on to stay. I'll tell you what he said. Speaking after the game, Varane took the blame for the defeat that ends Zidane's unbeaten record as a manager in the knockout stages of the Champions League. This defeat is mine, he said. I have to accept it, Varane told reporters. I am responsible for this defeat. We had prepared well, but you paid for your mistakes. I am sad for my teammates. At 1-1, we had the chance to qualify, and today things did not go to plan. Zidane refused to criticise his player when asked what went wrong and hailed his efforts over the course of the season. He said, we will tell Varane, keep your head up. I prefer to dwell on what most players have achieved over the course of the season, which was spectacular. Our season has been very good. We have not ended with a good result, but the season has been good despite everything, and we must be happy on what we have done. So there you go with that one. So that's what Pep says. That's what Varane says. Let's see what you guys are saying, and then we'll get going. Play ratings. Ivan Rosler, Barca trying to lowball us for Garcia. Yeah, looks like they may be doing, but apparently Juventus are in for him now as well. But that might now change now they've sacked Sarri. Louis Shakes is on. Hello, buddy. Hope you're good. Jack Lee's on. Hello, buddy. How are you? Section's on. Afternoon, all. Sky Blues. Hope you're good, buddy. I wear kecks when folks are around. I'm a free spirit. City played a different game last night. Yes, they did. And I'll tell you what, that really just filled me with confidence going forward in this tournament. Zach says, so happy, Martin. I bet you are, mate. Ruben, so did anyone hear that shower at ESPN? He stopped saying Real Madrid were by far the better side, but they lost on because of two mistakes. Yeah, City will never get any credit, mate. Never going to get any credit. Hedgehog, am I doing a Varane rating? We can do it at the end if you want. Was listening to Stephen Elliott, ex-City player. Stephen Elliott, actually, if you remember him today on Off the Ball here in Ireland. My God, does he love Gabby, and he never say die. Actually, he also loves Foden's game. Right, so let's get into the first one. So the first one we're going to do is Edison, who I thought what he had to do, he did very, very well indeed. I thought he commanded his line really well. He pulled off great save in the first half from Benzema down to his left-hand side really, really well. So I was happy with Edison overall, but let's see what you guys think. We've got Headshot Gaming 9.5 for Varane. Sean Foggett is giving Edison a 9. Zach Headshot Gaming 6.5. Andy's giving Eddie a 7.5. Zach 7.5. Section 8.5. Lewis Yates a 9. Jack Lee an 8. Rubiton 8. 2 exceptional saves. CM Sitter 9.5. J Viva a 7, solid. Ube Rossler 8.5, and Colin Povett 7.5, and Morris Mr. Gray an 8. So looking at that, is there any more for any more on Edison? Looking at that, I'm going to give Edison an 8 overall. Looking at that. Double check. Yeah, an 8. So let's move on. Someone who I thought was my man of the match last night, Kale Walker. Absolutely phenomenal. And if you just look at that tackle, interception, whatever you want to call it, in the second half, when he went through blood, guts, thunder, everything on that tackle was outstanding from him. But let's see what you guys think. Zach Forever's gone 9. Then he done bingo caller in the making. Cheeky double Rubiton. Sean Fogarty's gone 9.5. Arif's only gone 7.5. That's a bit low. Your opinion, mate. Morris Mr. Gay, 9.2. We're only doing 9s on 9.5s. It's only a whole number or 0.5, mate. We don't do 0.2s or 0.3s or anything like that. Astro has gone for 10. Rubiton a 9. Section an 8. J Viva has gone a 9. Loads of comments coming through now. The Daleman 9. Andy's giving him an 8.5. Lewis Yates proved how great he is, a 10. Callum 10. CM City 9.5. Uwe Rossler a 9. Jack Lee 9. Immense tackle in the second half. Yeah, it was. It really was. Wayne 10. Colin Pollard 8.5. Ivers giving him an 8. Zach Walker was absolutely fantastic. Pocketed Hazard. I'm going to have to give Walker a 9.5. Looking at some of these scores, they are huge. Huge. Right, so let's go to the other side. Cancelo. Make sure I spell that right. That's a great point there. So we're on to Cancelo now. But Andrew W's made a great point. I marked him down for thinking he could shoot after his Maisie run. Spot on that. He did it in that first half. He did a great run, taking everyone on. And then he wanted to balloon his shot way over. And he was like, what are you doing? Don't do that. Don't do that. Ruben Toblon is 7.5 for Cancelo. I thought Cancelo did okay. He made a mistake. Now, I've thought about it and I've looked back. He's not a left back. And he's playing Real Madrid. So, can you really go overly mad on the mistake? Yes, he made a mistake for the goal. But you're playing Real Madrid. Real Madrid are still a damn good team. Let's not take anything away here. Manchester City smacked a really good team last night. An absolutely world-class team. Rohan Nim, Cancelo and 8. I have to consider he was playing that position. That's what just exactly my point now on what I've just said. Cancelo 8, good going forward, says the Daleman. I was giving him a 7. JV got a 7. Cancelo isn't attacking threat on the left. He showed it last night. His crossing wasn't great. You see the difference between Cancelo's crossing and Mendy's crossing. You really do. 7 had to deduct 0.5 made for the mistake. No, that's fair enough. 7 bar their goal, but it's not his position. His crossing can be a bit hit and miss, but very decent. Wayne Crompton, 7.5. Here's a question for you all. Next Saturday, week today, does Mendy start over Cancelo? That's quite a good question if you ask me. Talk about that later on if you want. Alfie Maslin gives him a 9. Let me say, I was going to get on what the MEN gave him. Let me see who it was. It was done by Stuart Brennan. He gave Edison a 7, Kale Walker an 8, and he gave João Cancelo a 7. Excellent when bombing forward, involved in many City attacks, was exposed for the goal. Andy says, Foldem isn't a false 9, but scored higher. No excuse for the replicating the fridge. He's a defender at the end of the day. Astro Figure says, Cancelo 6, he shouldn't play there. We had no one else though, mate. Would you rather have Zinchenko there? I'd start Mendy, says Luke. Andy says Mendy all day long. Lewis, I'd like Mendy. I hope he starts. It's gone from 20 odds to now well over 50 now. We're going into near 60. No Mendy on the bench. Okay. Mendy, I reckon, says Jack Lee. They've all gone for 7 for Cancelo. So I think Cancelo's going to get a 7. I prefer Mendy, but I can see Cancelo for the rest of the season, says Alfie Maslin. Where Zach says Mendy, definitely. Well, I'm going to give Cancelo a 7 overall, which I think is probably about fair. It is about fair. Right, let's move on to Fernandinho. I'll tell you what Fernandinho got. We're going to do Fernandinho now. Fernandinho in the MEM was given a 7. Always calm and assured. Only once did Madrid get in behind him. 7. I did think he was at fault for the goal a little bit. I will be honest with you. I've always had that issue with Fernandinho. He isn't going to get up and head the ball out. That's my issue with Fernandinho. But looking back, did Rodrigu get in his way? But other than that, and he only got turned. He did get turned a little bit. Him and Laporte got turned for the Benzema shot in the first half that Edison had to make. Let's have a look. So Andrew W, 7 for Fernandinho. Zane says Mendy, obviously. Andy says, I think Cancelo was okay, but that mistake cost him 0.5. Luke, right, we're on to Fernandinho now. So Luke's gone 7. Lewis Sargent's gone for an 8 for Dino. Ivor has gone for 7 for Dino. Arif 7. Andy's gone for 7. I think we know where we're going with this one, guys. Section 7. JB was 6. Mingy Wong 7. Louis Yates 7. Could have tried harder to head the ball. Otamendi would have. True. Whitey Ogfizzle 1028 says I'd keep the same 11 because it works. And why should we switch it if it works? Because we don't want to do any risky stuff when it's fine how it is. Love the channel and come on the city. Thank you very much, buddy. Guys, if you could please hit that like button, that would be really, really good. Really appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Help us on our march to that 15K milestone. That'd be great. Colin Pollock 7, not comfortable back there for Ferner. Awesome's a 6, still not a centre back. I do tend to agree with that a little bit. He's not a centre back as much as Cancelo's not a left back though. So yeah, but he did all right. He did all right. But for me, him and Laporte got turned on the Benzema mistake, and he should have been there to head that out. Because I still think Otamendi would have got on and he'd have headed that cross out. Or he'd have blood and guts thunder to get it out. I know we are scoring, but just wanted to give you some kudos for the time and effort you put into the channel. Thank you very much, buddy. Much, much appreciated. Me, Andy, Chris, we all do it. It's for you guys, for the fans, by the fans. It's only been 90 minutes. Scroll back in the comments, Mingy Wong. Yeah, we've only been on 20 minutes, mate, so don't worry. I will scroll back. Bit late. We talking about Fernandinho shouldn't be there. Full stop, says Paul. Right, well, I'm going to give Fernandinho a 7 overall. I think that's where we're at with Fernandinho. Next guy I want to talk about is Laporte. How did you think the French centre-back did for us? Stuart Brennan for the MEN gave Emerick Laporte a 7. Great battle with Benzema in which he had the edge in the end. I'm not too sure about that because I thought Benzema was really good for them last night. But someone, how old is Benzema? He's in his 30s, isn't he? Benzema's, let me have a look. How old is Benzema? It might be because he's just been around for that bloody long. And you think to yourself, how old is he? He's 32. Now, for a 32-year-old, I'll tell you what, he works his damn socks off. I'll give him that. For what the defenders had to do last night, Stone should have paid. I can't agree with you, Paul. I'd have had Otamendi in. But it's all opinions. Sean Fogarty's giving Laporte a 5. Is that a 5 for Laporte, mate? A 5? Oh, for Fernandinho. Andy's giving Laporte a 7. Big jump in the comments. JK, Benzema got the better of him a number of occasions. I thought that. So where Stu Brennan's he got the better of Benzema. I don't think he did. I thought Benzema was getting around him, if I'm totally honest with you. 7. Ruberto. Paul Standel, I agree we need to get the checkbook out. I think we're going to do, guys. Don't you worry. 6.5 position for the first goal was poor. I wouldn't say he was poor. I'd say he was poor. But you got to remember, he had Fernandinho next to him. And I made this point. Top defenders, sometimes when they've got a less experienced defender next to them, are not as good. Sometimes they're having to do 2 jobs. So remember that. They're having to do 2 jobs. That's why I think if you get a Koulibaly or a Skriniar or a Diaz next to Laporte, he only has to then deal with his own area, really. Jack Lee, 7 for Laporte. Andrew W. a 7. Luke, 7. Louis Shakes, 7.5. His passing was a bit poor at times. Arif's giving him an 8. Ube Ross has given him 7.5. Daleman a 7. Rohan's giving him an 8. Alfie's giving him a 7. Awesome says 8. Benzema would scare any defender. I think he's very good for a 32-year-old. Very, very good. Benzema turned him too easy. He did on that shot, I tell you. Laporte and Ferner they couldn't deal with him. I agree with that. Look, Ivor said 7 showed he could be bullied. He did. I will agree with this year. I suspend tried to get Benzema. He did, but he didn't want to come. JV with 7.5. Benzema should be shut out completely. Still quality striker, though. Very good point. That's exactly what I think, man. Our centre-backs didn't make mistakes like Real Madrid. We were more comfortable. No, I agree. They didn't make mistakes. I'm not saying they did. But look at Varane. I keep saying it's Varane is a world-class defender. But does he look as great when he's got an inferior defender next to him? You're having to think to yourself, I've got to do my job, but then I've also got to look out for any mistakes they're going to make because I'm not as confident with him next to me as I would be with a Koulibaly next to me. Or if he had a Ramos. If Varane's got Ramos next to him, Varane's only dealing with Varane. Ramos is then going to sweep up anything else. Varane's thinking, I've got to make sure Milito's not going to make any mistakes here. And that's what ended up turning into. Right, so Laporte, I think we're at a 7 for Laporte as well. We've basically gone bang on. I think we've gone score for what the MEN are going on. Right, let's move to Rodrigu, who I think, watching that game back last night, had a very quiet but impactful game. One thing I like about Rodrigu, he does it quietly, he does it without any fuss, and because he doesn't smack a 30-yard crossfield pass, I'm just thinking, Rodrigu's not in this game, he's having a poor game. And I'll tell you what, watch what he does. Everyone thinks he's just 5-yard square passes, and he's not. Watch what he does. He's running off the ball. He's immense. Really, really is. And after a season or two, I think he could be top C CDM. I really, really do. Ruben Tobalandi's giving Rodrigu a 7. Andy's giving him an 8. Zach's giving him a 7. Sean's giving him a 7. Section 7.5. Daleman at an 8. Andrew W a 7.5. Luke a 7. Alfie Maslin an 8.5. Ivor's giving him an 8. Rodders. Does that make you Del Boy? Ming Yuang a 7. Paul Standall an 8. Solid. Now that's his place in the team. eBay Russell 8.5. Jack Lee an 8. Louis Shakes 8.5. JK UK. Solid. You have to remember he was having to deal with Modric and Cruz and did brilliantly. Yes, exactly. Think about the opposition we were playing and the quality of them. 98%. Put my teeth back in. 98% back pass. Should I just give up? Go on. I mean, I am on, but 98% pass completion. Saturday afternoon, it's what? 20 past 4, 25 past 4. I'm losing the plot. Yeah, that's the thing. These stats are phenomenal. 8 solid at beating the press. Would love it if Roddy was a touch quicker. It'd be absolutely unreal. I think he will be. I think give it a year. Excuse me. Rodri's a student of the game, but I've always said, just remember, I don't think he was ever due to come in and go straight out the shoot and play. I think Laporte's injury made Rodri go in quicker than what I think he was. I think the idea was Fernandinho start. Rodri came in and out, and Rodri learned off Fernandinho, but he didn't. He had to learn straight away. 8 only midfielder that match Real's physically on the ball. I agree. Arif an 8. Abbas a 9. JV the 7, but I hope he becomes aggressive in the air. You missed out Varane. I'll do Varane at the end, Zach. Andy's laughing because I can't speak anymore. I think I gave him a 7 because he rarely noticed how commented on in the game. But see, that's the thing. I've just said that because he's not commented on, everyone thinks he's crap and he doesn't do anything. And you get a lot of this. He only does 5-yard passes sideways. Look at what he does off the ball as well as on it. He makes City keep the ball at all times. He makes us keep it. Right, Rodri. Looking at your scores. I'm going to give him an 8 overall, which I think is probably a very, very fair score, actually. Rowan, spot on. I want my CDM to do the boring job and make no mistakes. Is that what it is? Is CDM boring? Is that what it is for some people? Big call, but could he be the player in midfield like Yaya? There's already one Yaya, mate. You're never getting another Yaya. Right, so let's move on to Gundogan. How did Ilkay do? So while you're talking about that, I'll tell you what. Stu Brennan gave Rodri worked himself to a standstill, and his assist for the second goal was his most glorious 7. Stu Brennan's basically given a 7 for nearly everyone. Just realise we beat Real Madrid, don't I? Only one, yeah, Paul, yeah. Andy's giving him a 7.5. Rubito 6.5, too slow for me. Louis Shakes an 8. Section of 7. Luke 7.5. Abbas 6. Gundo Jack Lee's giving him a 7. The Daleman's giving him an 8. Arif a 7. Alfie Maslim's giving him a 7.5. Awesome's giving him a 7.5. One of his better games. He looks better in Europe than he does in the Premier League. I'll give you that. Zach 7.5. Mingy Wong 7. Gundogan 8 thinks he gets criticised for being slow. His quality. It does. I'll tell you why the criticism of being slow comes in, Colin. For me, anyway, I'll tell you where that comes from. Because last night, while I'm doing the watch along, there was a pass that he made. He was doing little 1-2s. He did one with Foldem. I think he did one with Gabba. And he did the 1-2. They gave him the ball back, and he couldn't get there over 3 or 4 yards. He couldn't get there. And the trouble is, in a Pep team, you need a midfield that's going to do quick 1-2s. And if Rodri's sitting and holding, and you're allowing Gundo to come and join in the attack, you're going to have to be quicker with these 1-2s, because that's what Pep wants. And you're going to have to be quicker to it. And he just wasn't. He was 3 or 4 yards all the time behind. But I tell you what he did do, his passing was really, really good. He could pass the ball excellently. Really, really can. But he suits European nights. I'm not saying Gundogan was crap last night. No. I'm saying my only criticism was he's a bit slow at getting with the 1-2s. And it slows the attack down a little bit. But that's probably what you get when you end up playing your 2 sort of defensive midfielders. And I thought it was very interesting last time, moving the ball quickly, made a pop pass to him, but he really did well. Yeah, I think he did well. Oh my God, I'm so late. Don't worry, Doopy. Gundo will play if he gets to the final. Pep knows him better than any fan does. Of course he does. That's why Pep gets paid a lot of money, mate. Of course he does. Doopy, you know we don't do 0.2s. Stop giving me 7.2s. I don't want him in, says Andrew, but he was a 7. Edison was fantastic. We've done that, mate. Edison was way time ago. Go back and have a look. Go about half an hour ago. Don't think he should have ever started. Seems to slow the game a lot. It's all opinions, guys, isn't it? I'm going to give Gundo a 7 overall. And I think Stuart Brennan gave him a Gundogan. I'm going to give him a 7. And yeah, Stuart Bennett said just kept it all hanging. Stu Bennett said just kept it all hanging together for the Blues. Made 2 big interceptions and kept City rolling. I probably agree with that. I probably do agree with that. Right, let's move on to the forward line now. So we've done. Let's go into. I want to do. Who should I do? I'm going to do KDB next. How did KDB do? Now, this is the thing. I'm just bring this up. Gundogan doesn't do spectacular stuff, but he's very intelligent when it comes to tactics, yeah? KDB, I watched it back last night, and I said when we did the live stream afterwards with Tom, Alan, and Carl, I said I didn't think KDB had a great game and blew out. Said he had a great game and everything else. And I watched it back this morning. And I tell you what, he was very quiet, but he was very clever. He was very, very influential. He created like 8, 9, 10 chances with just interceptions, 10-yard passes. And I think because we're so used to KDB doing the spectacular pass, the spectacular run, the 30-yard bender in the top corner, I think sometimes we forget what he does when he does the simple stuff. He does the simple stuff very, very well. So, looking back, I might have been a touch harsh on KDB. But let's see what you guys think. Excuse me. Zach's gone an 8. Sean Fogarty's giving him a 7. Jack Lee's giving him an 8. Ube Ross's giving him an 8. Rohan Niam's giving him a 7. Stop worrying about Varane. We'll come to Varane. Daleman an 8. Awesome 7.5. Non-existent in the first half. Jimmy the Bob. Okay, I'm going to say 8, mate. I'm going to round it down for you. An 8. Lewis says an 8. Section's giving him an 8. Mingy Wong's giving him an 8. KDB, I wouldn't say it was his normal performance, mate. KDB was funny one for 7.5, made a few very... Yeah, it was a funny one. It really was. Tom 8 because he wasn't just an attacker. Cruz gave KDB respect at the end. He did. No Blue Out said he was man of the match. Yeah. Yeah, he did. Remember now. 7.5 should have had an assist, but solid. Rohan 9 of the most chances, 9 in all. Yeah, and that's the thing. It was little 5-yard passes and they became chances. David Stunner's on 8.5. Evening, buddy. Afternoon, buddy. I mean, evening. KDB followed Pep's instructions to a T, keeping it calm and simple. Kev thought was okay, a 7. Alfie Maslin is an 8. Lambert's giving him a 9. Since the restart, he's been games where he was quiet but effective, like the Newcastle game. Badly made content's gone for João Cancelo, man of the match. I don't agree with that, buddy. I went Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker didn't put a foot wrong last night. He was just warrior, soldier last night. But it's your opinion, mate. You're entitled to it. Let me look at these scores for KDB. We need KDB an 8 to round it on law of averages. The subscribers at mcfcfantv. Stu Brennan said nowhere near his best, but kept plugging away, threatening to make things happen. A 7. So there you go. So Stu Brennan thought he had a really quietish game, probably by the sounds of that. Walker man of the match. Like, guys, 70 of us on, 33 likes. Come on. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. That'd be much appreciated. It does help the channel. It helps you guys, for the fans, by the fans as well. Change your name, badly made comment. Kevin 7.9, but really close to it. Doopy, stop giving me these 7.9s. Right, let's move on to Phil Foldem. How did the Stockport in yesterday? Played 60-odd minutes. I think it was, 60-odd minutes for Foldem. Foldem. Had a shot in the first half, snapshot on his left foot. First half. Came back to him, probably wasn't expecting it. Really good attempt. It was inches wide by the post. Drifted in and out the game a little bit for me, Foldem. A little bit in and out. Work rate, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal his work rate last night, Foldem. And he'll take so much heart, so much, experience from last night. He'll be buzzing this morning going, I'm in this first team now as against Real Madrid. Wow. He'll be buzzing. He'll be on cloud 9. So let's see what you guys say. Well, in fact, let me do what Stu Brennan says first. Stu Brennan says, great start in the City, high press and an unusual role, but his influence waned. 7. Confidence. Yeah, I do mean confidence. You know what I mean. Folding 8, ran himself into the ground. Andy's giving him a 7.5. Sean's giving him a 6. Zach's only giving him a 6. Rubito 7.5. Lewis Shea 8.5. This is some deal of so many different opinions, don't they? Section in 8. Jack Lee in 8, a grafter. Luke only 6.5. Dupe okay, then G's 8.1. J Fresh 7, he wasn't bad at all. Sick work rate. I didn't say he was bad. Foden 7.5, bundle of energy as always. Uberos 8, great pass in the first half, amazing energy. Very unlucky with that left footed snapshot, just inches by the left-hand side of Courtois. 7.5, covered tons of ground, pressed hard and played out of position, always forward thinking. Duper's only giving him a 6.5. Whitey's given a 7 above average. Created a few chances as well. Foden looked perfectly suited to all the talent on display last night. He did. He looked right. He looked like he fitted in like a glove last night. He didn't look out of place, did he? JB, but work rate reminds me when I was young. He's as good as Foden, mate. He's got the right attitude. Of course he has. And because I think he's a City fan, you know he gets it. Good point, Ruber. Tactically and adapt, work rate, done everything else. Didn't everything else to him last night. He did. Runs 9 kilometers an hour for a 6. Are you serious? Yeah. You got to remember that he ran 9 kilometers last night. Galaxy apart, Man City, Man TV. Will the Leon be different than last time? I bet they'll part the bus and counter. Leon. Well, anyone watch that Leon game last night? Well, Mingy Wong just said it. I wonder how good is Aouar. Did you watch Aouar last night? Very, very good. Let me have a look. Right, so I'm going to give food in. I'm just looking at that. Looking at all these scores. At the minute, we're at 7. I'm going to give him a 7.5. Foldem. I said Froden. Froden Baggins from Lord of the Rings. Right, so that's Foden there. Let's have a look. Let's do Sterling. Scored a great goal. Great goal. I'm going to leave Gabby till last. Sterling last night. Really good goal. Good composed finish. People have got it's an open net. Piss easy. He knows what he's doing. I'm going to be honest with you. In that pressure, in that situation, it's not easy just to. And there's a defender in front of him on the line. Not as easy just to tuck that away. Sterling, really, really good finish. Sean Fogarty is 7. Even thought they were comical. Who were comical? Oh, the penalty decisions of the UVA game were laughable. Andrew's giving Sterling an 8. Zach's giving him an 8. You winning? You watching Barca tonight? No, I'm not, mate. I'm busy this evening. Let's have a look. James is giving him an 8.5. Ruby Toblandi is giving him a 7.5. Section an 8. Mingy Wong an 8. Andy's giving him a 9. Jack Lee's giving him an 8. Shashwat is giving him an 8. Good goal and was good in the game. Lewis Sellers an 8. Declan a 9. Lambert an 8. The Daleman's giving him an 8. Lewis, he was good. Terrified their defenders, worked and pressed his socks off. They should have had a clear penalty all day long. Should have had a penalty all day long. Galaxy Man TV, should we play in the counter against Leon and Preston High like yesterday? I'll talk about that at the end. Let me get through these and then we'll talk about that. Andrew W. He should score 3. Dilly-dallies too much, but always there making chances. He's quality. Do pay with his 8. I'm not having 8.1. Stop giving me 8.1s. But should have scored at least a brace. The open net finish was shaky because Melita was close to blocking shot. I wouldn't say we played crap after the goals. I don't think he did. It wasn't crap. Right, I'm going to give Sterling. Oh, you lot are giving Sterling. It's not mine. This is yours tonight, guys. Looking at it. 8.5. I'm going to give him an 8. I think that's where we're at with him. And then finally, the man who seems to love playing against the Real Madrid. He did it in the Bernabeu. He's done it at the Etihad. Gabby Jesus. How did Gabby J do last night? While you're telling me that, Stu Brennan has given Raheem Sterling won't score an easier goal, that's really disrespectful. That there's a man in Melito was on the line in front of him. That was harsh. That won't score an easy goal on his pace. Gave Madrid problems throughout the game of 7. I find that really harsh from Stu Brennan. Sorry, I do. The influence of VAR is when they choose not to use it as well and when they misuse it. What's harsh? I think it's the average score, mate, on Sterling. Right, Rubito gives Gabby J a 9. Alfred, 9.5. Section, 9. Zach, 9. Second goal was great. He knew what he was doing when not pressing Brown and topped it off with a great finish. Andrew W, 9.5. Man of the match from Andy, 9.5. Astro Finger, 9.5. Shadow Rundown, 9.5. He has to play every game left in the competition, even if Sergio comes back. 9.5. Didn't realise we already had to sign a replacement. Well, I'm not sure about that. 9.5. Man Varane was terrified for him and was excellent. Gabby Jesus deserved to go man of the match. He meant he was. Man of the match both matches. Agree with that. Harass Varane. He scores the difficult ones but misses the easiest ones. I also agree with that, love. Gabby was a man of the match just over Walker. He was immense. I thought, I'm going to be honest, Walker was my man of the match, but Gabby, really, really, really close second. Man City Man TV playing expansive possession football like we do. He's risky in Europe, but Pep knows what he should do. Trusting Pep, says Galaxy. The Chow Blue, he's on. Afternoon, buddy. Gabby, 9.5. Any more for Gabby? Stu Brennan gave Gabby Rob Varane to see up the first and brilliant finish second for another quality display in 8. What are you going to do for Stu Brennan and the MEN to get above an 8? What the hell have you got to do? Doopy, 10.1. Gabby changed the game for us and pressured Varane to make both mistakes. Walker was my man of the match, but it was really close between him and Gabby. It was. Sean's giving him a 10. I'm going to have to give Gabby a 9.5. It's not even going to, it's going to be the easiest one I've given all game, all afternoon. It really is. Right, let's do Bernardo, because he did have about 25 minutes. Oh, Bernardo. Yeah, Ruben, he only got an 8 off Stu Brennan. What the hell, Stu Brennan? Do yourself a favour, mate. Come on. I'm going to be honest. I didn't notice Bernardo that great last night. When Bernardo came on, did you go, wow, Bernardo's on the pitch and you can tell a big difference here? Not for me. Paul Murray, best game of the series, magnificent. Gabby got a goal and assist. How can Walker get close to that? Walker was immense, though, mate. He's defending, his positioning, his runs. He was immense. 6.5. Bernardo, 7.1. Londy's giving him a 7. Zach's giving him a 7. Andrew W's giving him a 7. Bernardo, an 8. Looks, I'm surprised. I don't think he was an 8, but it's all opinion. It's me. 6 for Bernardo. Mingy Wong is 7. Chow Blue's giving him a 7. Section's giving him a, I know where we're going here. 7.5 passed instead of shooting for the chance. Bernie, 7.5. Doopy going to give Martin an aneurysm. I'm going to give me an aneurysm, Ruby. You know what I'm like. Bernardo, you know what I'm like by now. Bernardo, 6 changed nothing. I agree with that. Hi, JSGA. Up you good, brother. No, it's not JSGC for anyone else. He has good tracking back. Zane, 7. That is the point. Stop it now. Bernardo, I'm going to have to give him a 7 then because you lot are giving him a 7. Right, last one. Oh, I'll tell you what the Stu Brennan say. Help see it through. That's all he put. Help see it through. Well, that was an expansive player ratings from Stu Brennan, wasn't it? Got to say, Cancelo really impressed me. Gabby did his job really good as a striker. That's really what we needed. Also, Walker, what a game for him as well. Played football from a team for the first time since lockdown. 2 people turned up. Sorry about that, mate. I know it can be hard. Can't believe Mahrez didn't play. I'm with you, Andrew, but Bernardo can go either way past the defender, unlike Mahrez. No. Don't agree with that. Mahrez has had a far better season than Bernardo Silva, mate. Far better season. Congrats to City. Shame we can't meet you in the quarters. Juventus for life. Well, you've just sacked your manager, haven't you, mate? You've just got rid of Sarri. Thank you for the congratulations. Who are you going to get? You're not having Pep. I put on Twitter already today. Cue the Pep to Juventus rumours for the next 4 weeks. And then if someone say Poch is already over there. Mahrez has to show his magic against Leon. Mahrez wasn't needed last night. It was all about work ethic. Don't start. It's me, Mahrez. It has top assists in Champions League. In the heat of Lisbon, the fans watching their thousands see City become champions 2020. Hey, Cameron Dempsey, I hope to God you are true. I cannot wait. I hope to God you're true. But I love the positive. I love it being positive, Cameron. Can we rate Varane? I felt Jack Lee, sorry, after one season, ridiculous. That's what happens at the top teams, mate. Sterling was very wasteful, drove me crazy. Mahrez shouldn't have played him. What you drinking? Listen, I like Mahrez. It's all opinions, buddy. Right, let's do Varane then. What do you want to give Varane? What do you want to give Varane? Go on then, let's do Varane. Galaxy Park, Man City, do you think we can beat Bayern in the semi-final? We qualify, I think we could, as they are 70 matches and beaten, and they will get cocker. Good point. I said it last night. Bayern are going to be harder to beat than Barca. Barca are going through a very big transitional stage at the minute. So Bayern are looking scary good at the minute. Let's get Alwar to replace Gunda. Not happening, mate. Pep loves Gunda. Rubito's giving Varane a 10. Mahrez is so good, says Duper. Varane solid 10. City, let's get this. Man of the match, says Lewis Yates. Galaxy, I'd rather concentrate on beating Leon first, mate. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. That was Varane masterclass. Varane man of the match. Sean's giving him a 9. Shadow's giving him a 10. Bad feeling about Leon. Mingy Wong's giving him a 10. Colin, Varane top defender, not for me. 4. I think he is, mate. Everyone has a bad game. Virgil van Dijk's had a bad few games. Is he crap? If you're doing Varane, shout out the ref because he had Madrid shirt. I don't think the ref was that bad. He made a couple of errors on the penalties. But we had challenges against Madrid that could have gone to free kicks. So I'm sorry. I'm not having the referee was biased last night because I don't think he was. Varane felt sorry for him. At least he took responsibility. Yeah, tell you what, he did exactly what thing he did for Arsenal. What's his name? David Luiz came out after the game and apologised. Absolute amazing that. Right, Leon. Let's talk about it. Everyone, all I'm seeing today is we're through. Who have we got in the semis? Do you want Bayern? Do you want Barca? Please do not think that Leon, we're going to walk into Lisbon and tonk on Leon. We played Leon. Now, people are going to say, yeah, but Arteta was in charge. Pep will have done all the training in the week. Pep will have picked the team. Pep will have done everything. And then he went, on match day, there you go. Mikel Arteta, it's all yours. Now, in-game tactics, you can blame Arteta. But Leon were very, very good that night. Very, very good. And I cannot understand this bit of we turn up when we beat them. We can't get cocky here. We have to treat every game now with respect. We have to treat every team with respect. And we go there and we do our job and we beat them in a professional manner. Otherwise, if we don't, Leon will beat us. I promise you now, Leon will beat us if we go there with the wrong attitude. Remember Leon beat us last season? This is a banana skin. It is. This 3-1 to City won't be easy. Leon lost Denier in the UEFA match, so squad fitness is key. But they don't have Fekir and Ndombele. They've got Alwar, mate, and he was outstanding last night. Ask yourself the question: Who do you want to play, Leon or you, mate, Leon? But we have to be careful. No, I understand that. Yes, we've got a better tie, but remember Monaco. Can't be complacent. I'm going to be honest. We were all jumping. We've got Monaco in the next round. And they beat us. They tonked us. So let's not think that we're guaranteed to just turn up against Leon and beat them. The one thing I will say is it's one game. Juventus are not crap. And they beat not Juventus out. Leon is like Tottenham in the EPL, be very wary. The difference is we have a 4 week to prepare instead of 3 days like we last time. Alwan is a 1 in 4 player, 2 inconsistent, don't win him at sitter. Tell you, great last night though. Depay and Alwan, good point. Depay, you've seen the pace on Depay. You're on about our defenders. Depay, Aubameyang did his for pace. What's that? What's Depay gonna do? Gonna have to be very careful with it. I think FC Barca will win a close game against Bayern. I think Bayern will stunk them, if I'm honest. They beat a good Euro team despite not played in months. Leon love to be underdog, and they strike like a snake, especially in the counter attack. It's a good analogy. I like that, Doopy. Hopefully, it won't be another Monaco. Hopefully not, it's me. Paul Murray, never seen Pep so happy. Loved it last night and knows we can lift the trophy this year. Still lots to do, but Pep in trust. Of course we do. Guys, here's one thing I will say, though. We're never going to have a better chance of winning this trophy than what we have right now. This is our best opportunity to win this trophy. So let's grab it with both hands. Let's march to Lisbon, and let's go and lift this European Cup, and let's stick 2 fingers up to UEFA, 2 fingers up to every single opposition fan out there, and to every single journo who says we're still cheating everything else. It's not pace, it's positional play. Walker's faster than it, but was out of position. I still think pace is going to be an issue as well. But I know what you're saying. I do agree as well. Leon in their place. Let's not think exactly. I totally agree with you. I'm quite worried about this time, to be honest. Leon have pace up front. We have to get it tactically spot on. Best opportunity since Spurs. Yeah, I've just said that. This is our best chance. Totally agree. Andrew says, totally agree, Martin. Middle finger to UEFA. I just want Aguero back. Any idea when he'll be playing? Aguero's out again. Aguero's still not fit, mate. So I don't think he's going to be fit for. Apparently, the rumours are he will not be fit for Liam. He's going to be out. We had a better chance when we made it to the semis. I think we've got a better chance now with Veros. And for me, because it's a 1-game knockout now, it's no longer 2 legs. This is 1 game. Whoever's the best on the day. No, Kun was not back in time, JV, but he's still out injured. Aguero changed the week on the bench. It's been all over Twitter this morning. City Extra and a few others have said he's out. He's not going to make the Lyon game. He's not going to make it. But you never know. It might all be 9 games. We will win, but it's going to be hard. Does Sane get a medal if we win? No. Where is Nathan Ake? He's not eligible to play, mate. Just because we've signed him now, he can't play till next season, mate. Same with Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres and Nathan Ake cannot play till next season, the 2021 season. There you go. Apparently, that's what I've read today, but he's out for the remainder of the season, basically. Funts, Leon are good and should show them respect, but let's not pretend that Juve team is great. All their last time knockout, you were scored by Ronaldo. That team wasn't creating. I don't know much Ruby told, but he made Juve look like school kids. Amazing touch and aggression. You talking about Alwa? Yeah, he was amazing. Cam's arrived. Cam's like these. He just sneaks in the back door, doesn't he? Sneaks in the back door. Cam, remember the Swansea striker who looked good who we ended up signing? Are you comparing Boney to Alwa? Are you really doing that? Come on. 3 games away from glory. I like it. At least Ferran Torres can watch the team win in Portugal. No quarantine there. Ferran Torres will have to wait until next year. Right, guys, I'm going to shoot. I know there's 83 people on, but that's been the player ratings, guys. Let's have a look. Boney should get a statue. Not sure what you mean, Andy. No, but Kiam said he looked good last night. He was amazing last night. I'll give him that. Last few comments, and then we're going to end, guys. Please don't bring up Boney again. I've never been more disappointed in front of goal for a strong striker who was so weak. Have you seen Joe, Chris Greenacre, Chris Shuker, Robert Taylor? I can bring them all up, mate. Boney, oh no, done that one. Cameron Dempsey, I've been feeling this season Pepper's always had his eye in Europe, and since lockdown, probably giving us composure to go again. Ian Bishop made a great point. Maybe it's written in the stars. Liverpool win the Premier League. We finally lift old big ears. Jerry Craner, you love a bit of Jerry, bit of Lee Badby. Barry Conlon, there's a blast from the past. Let's get old Barry out, eh? Old Barry playing the Champions League. Sonny, I think so. Yeah, well, Barcelona only want to pay 10 million for him at the moment. Who is Boney? Is that Benjani? No, Wilfred Boney used to play for Swansea, mate. OG the baby. And then Benjani played for Portsmouth. Can you all fellow Blues leave Martin a like? Give a like for Martin and Andy giving us that time allowing us a fun platform. Thank you, Ruben Talk. Much appreciated, mate. Yeah, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Right, guys, we've done the play ratings. City, again, had an amazing evening last night. City are now on the march to Lisbon. Man City Fan TV is on the march to Lisbon. It's Manchester City as a whole are on the march to Lisbon. 1 week today, 7 days, and I will be on the countdown. This time next week, we'll be on the countdown to Manchester City against Lyon in the last day. We will be live with you during the week with all sorts of things. We're going to have Lyon previews. We'll have some special guests coming on. We're going to do all sorts of things. So please make sure your notifications are set to public and not private, so you are notified every time we come live here on the channel for you guys. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. We're on our march to 15K, the road to 1 million, as Kiam calls it. But the simple fact of this is, City are on the march to Lisbon. Last day at the Champions League. Could this finally be our year? And any breaking transfer news, we will be giving it you here at Man City Fan TV. Get last few comments. Martin should have a campaign for garbage journalist of the year. Yeah, that'd be a good one. I'll tell you who's winning that at the moment. Not mentioning any names, Mr. Edwards. Castles, not Edwards. Duncan Castles. He's not even hiding his bias at the moment. He really is being biased. He really is being biased at the moment. Great show live, Martin. Thank you, Blues. Yes, guys, thank you. Delaney is winning. Not sure. Duncan Castles, he's on his heels. Martin, the unreliable source. Thank you, Duper. Guys, have a great rest of your weekend. Make sure your notifications are on so you know when we're live. Have a great evening. As always, up the Blues. City. Lisbon, here we come.